In the corners of the night, the lanky shadows creeping out of hell, there's a crushing feeling I know so well. Suffocated by the heat of fear, my body feels it but no one hears. I grip my belly, it folds between my fingers. The hollow feeling steadily lingers. As I dizzy through the night sweats, my forehead wet, my shallow breaths, my eyes burst open and I'm gasping, intrusive thoughts of despair flashing. My heart is retching, arms shaking. This must be how it is. It's a morning of auburn light and a soft pink sky as the grasp of night slips away. A series of tender steps, still slightly out of breath from a night that wants to stay. And now I sit at the edge of the stream that I've long dreaded. My heart is so hungry and my soul lightheaded, but I can feel that there's a wild in the air and a mischief in the blades of grass as they scurry around my ankles off to see the tree leaves and who they're talking about. And I can hear a circadian choir wafting over my head, singing of ancient days when the Father looked around and said, "This is all so good." And at once I'm fed sunlight and shadows from the trees, the leaves still humming gently as I'm clutching my knees. The air starts to twirl, plying my fingers open, and instead of clenching my fists, the wind blows through the gaps of my fingers. I feel the tension release and the fullness start to linger. And I remember, I am wonderful, fed. I know what the tree leaves have said. I know the ancient king of the cicada's song, for he keeps the goodness running all night long. Through the night sweats, shallow breaths, the sweat upon my brow, through the fearful eyes, when fear runs high, he sees me through somehow. And even when I cry in the dark, I'm met with the songs of the meadow larks, and now I feast upon this. When the wind blows through the trees that have grown up from the ground and into my soul, I'm called back to the garden where my father once walked. The effervescence of this love, alive and well, all is well. In the corners of the night, the lanky shadows creeping out of hell. Suffocated by the heat of fear, my body feels it, but you're still so near. I grip my belly, it folds between my fingers, alive and well, all is well. I'm dizzying through the night sweats, my forehead wet, my shallow breaths, my eyes burst open and I'm gasping, intrusive thoughts of despair flashing. But my God's hands are clutching the very heart that's retching, his fingers wrapped around the very arms that are shaking. Alive and well, all is well. And this is how it is.